In Matthew chapter 6, he comes to the issue of prayer. We'll start from verse 5 very quickly. And when thou prayest, so he expected them to pray, he expected them to be a people of prayer. Remember that he was showing them the systems that will make for their dominion, the systems that will make for kingdom come. And he was showing them the various dimensions of the kingdom that control results. And so he gets to a very important subject of prayer. If you read Luke's account, the synoptic version of Luke's account, it doesn't just present him as introducing the topic. He was rather responding to a question. They asked him to teach them to pray. So for them, it was not an issue of prayerlessness. It was the issue of praying without results. They were not prayerless, but they noticed that their prayer did not seem to command the power, the glory that was required or allocated for the prayer ministry. But every time Jesus prayed, they saw results. And so they told him to show them how to pray. Right? So let's go to verse 5. Just pick one or two things and then we're done for this morning. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to stand praying in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. 6. When thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut the door, pray unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. 7. But when thou prayest, use not vain repetitions, it says, as the heathen do, for they think they shall be heard for their much speaking. Be not therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of, or you ask him. 9. Now he's teaching them something very profound, and I'll just draw a little from that, and that would be our talk for this morning. After this manner, it didn't say repeat these words. After this manner, I am showing you a protocol of prayer. Pattern your prayer after this. After this manner, therefore ye pray. Can we read together now? 1, 2, go. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be. Next verse, please. Thy will be done in earth, not on earth. Look well, in earth, as it is in heaven. And then our daily bread. 12. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. 13. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Then it ends by saying, for thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. Amen. And so let's just look very briefly. Jesus is teaching here, and he's showing us that we should pattern our prayer after a spiritual protocol if we desire to get results. Number 1, our Father. Our Father. He says when you pray, don't pray to a counselor. Don't pray to an advisor. You're not even just praying to God. That every time you approach prayer, there is an understanding that you must have, that you are approaching one who is called Abba. Everybody say Abba. Father. Right? So if the revelation of the fatherhood of God is the foundation for effective prayer. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 11. Let's see what Jesus himself said about fathers. Please, let's have it quickly if we can. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 11. Read with me if you're a Christian, please. 1 to read. And if ye being evil. Now he's speaking to men. That man intrinsically is evil. And that if you being evil know how to give good gifts to your children. How much more shall your Father. That means that the apex of fatherhood is the ease to release. Are we together now? that one who is truly a father must be apt to give. So when you approach God as Abba,